everybody, so today I'm going to do the 50 random questions tag, and I should have wrote down who I saw had this, but I forgot to. They're literally like such random questions, so because there's so many of them, I'm going to try and get through them really quickly. So question 1, where were you 3 hours ago? Well, I think it's like 7:30 in the morning and I haven't gone to bed yet, so I'm just filming some videos. So 3 hours ago, I was probably preparing to film my tutorial, which is what I'm wearing right now, actually. Question 2, who are you in love with? I am in love with my boyfriend, Kevin. 3, have you ever eaten a crayon? And I don't think I have. Anything pink within 10 feet of you? There's these dying flowers. I just bought, I didn't buy them. My dad bought them, but I picked them out, and we just got them like a couple of days ago, and they're already basically dead. So that's kind of sad. Last time you went to the mall? A couple months ago. I live in a small town where we don't have much shopping at all, so it was a few months ago. Are you wearing socks? No, I am wearing slippers with bare feet. Does your family have a car worth over $2,000? Yes. When was the last time you drove out of town? Probably last week, I'd say. Have you been to the movies in the past 5 days? I have not. Are you hot? If it's temperature-wise, not really. I'm actually kind of cold, just because there's a fan right up above me. Last thing you had to drink? I just had I just had a juice box of orange juice, and I feel like juice boxes are like a cornucopia of juice. It's just never ending, and I'm there drinking it. I thought it'd be maybe a couple sips because it was just a little Minute Maid one, and it took me half an hour or something to drink it. It was crazy. So question 12, it says, what are you wearing right now? I'm wearing a purple t-shirt. I showed it in one of my hauls, I believe. Maybe not, I'm not sure. I think so. I just got from Giant Tiger, and on the bottoms I'm just wearing, I don't know if you can see this, I don't know. Just some track pants, because it's 7 in the morning, and then on my feet I'm just wearing some slippers. It says, do you wash your car or let the car wash do it for you? I don't have my own car, so I don't do that, but normally I just let the car wash do it. Sometimes my boyfriend will put the loonies in or whatever, and then you get 5 minutes or something, you can wash it yourself. Sometimes we'll do that just to get a really good clean. So last food you ate? I think it was my pizza and my cheesy bread, which was for dinner. Where were you this time last week? Oh my gosh, probably sleeping. Have you bought any clothing items in the past week? And I don't think I have. Like I said, there's not much shopping around here, so I don't go shopping. The last time you ran? I do not run. I don't ever even work out. I know it's bad. I probably should, but I just don't really like to. The last sporting event you watched? I don't really like watching sports, so it was probably when I was younger, when I was still into baseball and rooting for the Blue Jays. My favorite animal is a dolphin. I just think they're incredible, and also I love cats and dogs. That's kind of generic though. My dream vacation. I would love to go to Hawaii, and I would also love to go to Rome. So the last person's house you were at, and it would be my neighbors, because I was there just a couple of days ago. We had game night before they flew out for their holidays. Question 22, worst injury you ever had? I would say probably when I cracked my head open, or cut my head open, when I was playing with my dog when I was still in high school. The kind of full story is in my last 19 random facts tag video. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have. I'm in love right now. Do you miss anyone right now? I miss my boyfriend. I haven't seen him for almost 4 months now because he moved out of the province to go to work. The last play you saw, I saw 21st Street, which it's like a play, a musical, a dance number. I don't know what you want to call it. I guess a musical. And I saw that over the Thanksgiving weekend. I live in Canada, so it was back in October. What's your secret weapon to lure in the opposite sex? I don't have one. I'm just myself. Question 27. Do you have any plans for tonight? And not at the moment. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Who was the last person you sent a MySpace message to? And I can't even remember the last time I used MySpace. I think it was probably 4 years ago, I want to say. It was like my first year of college, I think, is for like a month was the one and only time I used MySpace, so I have no idea. The next trip you're going to take, and I'm actually moving to my boyfriend, so that's coming up very soon, so that will be my next trip. Did you ever go to camp? And I did. I went to March Break Camp, which was held at a church which was down the street from where my mom lives. And then also when I was in Brownies when I was younger, we went to this like, I don't know, they rented out a bunch of cottages on a lake, and I can't even remember where it was, but it was really cool, and we all got to like camp out and things like that. Were you an honor roll student in school? And I was. All through high school, I had 80s and above, like 80% and above. And then in college, I did really well too. I had like 70s and above. And then when I graduated college, I ended up like an overall, like through the 3 years, I ended up with, I think it was like a 79.3% average. And I was like, can't you just bump it up to an 80 so I can get like on the honor roll, like Dean's List thing? And they wouldn't because I wasn't up that high. So that was kind of depressing, but I still got 79, so that was pretty good. 0.3. What do you want to know about the future? I would love to know if we get like teleportation devices or like floating cars, like hovercraft kind of floating cars, like the Jetsons or whatever it was. Just kind of like cool inventions. I don't want to know how my future is going to turn out because I don't want to be like stressed about it. That's not going the way that I was told it was going to go. So I'd rather just kind of not know about that. But I would love to know what kind of inventions are going to come up that I may not be able to see. Are you wearing any perfume? Yes, I am. And I think it's the, it's like a Britney Spears knockoff because it's like so much cheaper and it smells the exact same. Are you due sometime this year for a doctor's appointment? And not this year, but next. Where is your best friend? And I have a couple best friends. I consider my boyfriend my best friend, so he's pretty far away. And then I consider my sister my best friend, and she lives kind of far from me, probably about 6 hours from me. And then I have another best friend who is actually like just a friend, but she's my best friend. She is at school like 8 hours from me, so I'm pretty separated from my closest friends. How is your best friend? All three of my best friends are good. Do you have a tan? Not at all. I am the palest person. What are you listening to right now? I'm just listening to the TV. I'm not even sure what's on. The last I was watching was Housewives of Orange County, and it was like season something when Lynn was on it still, and when Tamara was still married to Simon, so I don't know what season it was. Do you collect anything? I don't really collect anything. If anything, it'd be jewelry, and more specifically, it'd probably be earrings. Who is the biggest gossiper you know? And I don't really associate myself with like people and drama and things like that. So I don't know. My friends are pretty, I don't know, not gossipers. I don't know. Last time you got stopped by a cop or pulled over, and I would say when my dad and I went to McDonald's, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, or more actually, probably even longer than that, maybe like a month and a half ago. And I think it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and since this town's so small, like come 5 o'clock, the town is like dead. So there was a ride check, so we had to pull over, and they just asked us if we've been drinking, and we're like, no, we're just going like to get on McDonald's. They're like, hey, we'll have a nice day. Have you ever drank soda from a straw? I don't call it soda, I call it pop, and yes, I drink my pop from a straw because I drink pop so much that I feel like it's probably not doing a great job on my teeth, and so if I drink through a straw, I feel like it's not going to make my teeth as stained. What does your last text message say? And I don't have my phone by me, but I would probably think it'd say something like my boyfriend telling me like good night and talk to you tomorrow, that kind of a thing. Do you like hot sauce? I don't really like hot things. Like, I kind of like hot. Okay, I just contradicted myself. I like hot things, but not where it's so spicy and hot that it's like unbearable to eat your meal. I don't understand why people eat things like that. Like, it's, you just want to like die. Like, I don't know. So I don't really like hot sauce. No. The last time you took a shower would have been technically, I guess, yesterday, because now it's into Saturday. So I guess Friday was the last time I took a shower. Do you need to do laundry? No. Luckily, my dad does laundry like 3 times a day. Somehow there's always laundry. Like, he'll wash anything and everything. So I never have laundry piled up. What is your heritage? So on my mom's side, so my grandma on my mom's side, she is from Belgium, and then my grandpa, which is my mom's dad, he's from Yugoslavia. And then on my dad's side, they're all Canadian for a while. So like back in the day, I can't remember how far back, but they're from Ireland, I believe. I'm not sure if they're all from Ireland, but most of them are from Ireland. Are you someone's best friend? I believe so. I hope so. Considering they're like my best friends are my best friends, I hope that I'm their best friends. If that makes sense. Are you rich? And no, I am not rich. I'm far from it. When like growing up, my parents provided things that I like provided for me with like the things that I needed. If I wanted something, I'd have to save up for it or do well in school for it or something like that. I wasn't just handed things for the most part. And the very last question, question 50. What were you doing at 12 a.m. last night? And I'm not sure if it means like 12 a.m. like between Friday and Saturday, like midnight, or between Thursday and Friday, because it's like 7:30 in the morning Saturday right now. So Thursday at midnight, I was probably watching TV or playing Facebook games or on YouTube or something, and the exact same thing goes for Friday night at midnight. I was probably on YouTube or playing games on Facebook or watching TV, just hanging out, things like that. So that is all of the 50 random questions, and thank you so much for sticking it out and watching my video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.